Hey everyone, it's Jennifer with DP Addiction Adventures, and I hope that you are having a fabulous Friday. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous Friday. I am working on a crystal canvas art designs from crystalcanvas.us. It's a Robin Mead full square. Look how beautiful it is. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I've been posting updates over on Instagram, and this is the only space that I have left. So I'm hoping to get this done this weekend because this is the part that I get excited about. When do you guys get excited? Because I am like, now I have to think about, I have like a couple days left, and I need to think about what am I going to do next? What am I going to pick? How am I going to set it up? All of that kind of stuff. So I'm super excited. This one did come in little baggies. Because I was doing it so quickly, I did not transfer the little baggies over to store like plastic storage, but I'm super excited. I'm almost done. Almost done. Hey Amelia, good to see you. Hey Crash with Crashly, welcome, welcome. All right, so I think I'm gonna get C out. C is 3846. Let me find it because I'm kind of a mess. A mess, a mess, a mess. Hey Wilma Jean. Hey Cindy Lee. Yes, Amelia, I did. I got all of that. I thought I emailed you back and let you know I got it, and I will be getting it out as soon as my body lets me. I'm going to be talking tonight about what's been going on with my pregnancy, and yes, so I have everything. It's all right here. I got it. I promise. I'm so sorry. You guys will get it. It's a free prize, and I'm shipping it to you. So just give me a little bit more grace. Berta, I was just thinking about you today. I was going to send you a note after my live if you didn't show up. I was going to say, girl, I miss you. I miss you, girl. So I hope everything's going okay. I am using my amazing green tray from Archer's Arts. Look how beautiful this color is. Woo, isn't that gorgeous? So excited. So I'm just, yeah. So I'm going to wait till a few more people get in, but I have some funny news to share with you. All about, you know, a fire hose chasing me down. Hey, Satya, good to see you. Hey, Dawn, all about falling in a mud pit. Hey, Mary Lou. Hey, Sandy. It's been a crazy 2 weeks. Hey, Mickey Sunshine. I'm so glad you're here. So yeah, I don't know. It's you can't make this stuff up. Do you ever have one of those stories that happens to you and you're just like, I can't make this up. What the heck is going on? What the heck is going on? Let's see. Okay, so I'm super excited because I have a little secret I'm going to let you guys in on. Well, I'm going to let you partially in on, and then there's going to be a bigger reveal probably in the next week. Hi, Karen. Ashley says every single day. Amelia says all the time. Right? You're just like, whose life is this anyway? There was, I was too young to really be allowed to watch it, but I did watch a couple episodes. There was this one show, It's My Life or something like that. And it was about this girl who was in high school, and there was just like really random weird things that went on. Hey, Tijuana Crafter, good to see you. That's how I feel sometimes. That's how I feel. Okay. All right. So you are having, no, Berta. No. Nothing like that. Sorry. Just one little baby in there. Yeah. So we went for an ultrasound today, and I'm officially like 22 weeks and 2 days. This is my 4th ultrasound. Let me find something to draw on here so I can show you. So if you, hey Mary, good to see you. Hey Angela, if I missed you, I'm so sorry. So here's your belly, right? Here's your belly button. Here's your heart. Okay. Baby is laying like this. Okay. So baby's head is right here and baby's feet are right here. Little feet. Okay. And his hands are all over the place. It's not a boob. So they can't, and he's facing my back. So it's crazy. Hey, mom and dad. Hey, Katrina. So when they go to take pictures with the ultrasound, they are pressing, like she literally was pressing into my stomach like this much, like because they can't get any pictures of baby's heart. They're trying to get pictures of his head, but like the brain, the little, they're not openings. They're like little cavities in the brain. Like my daughter, like they kind of look like this, looks like a pig snout. And they measure these cavities. And because this is where like liquid is when they're babies and something to do with those cavities, they can't get those. They can't get the kidneys. They can't get toes or hands or it's horrible. They can get his spine, his butt. They got a small profile picture. I'm going to post it by tomorrow for members. So you guys can see, but yeah, he's actually breech. He's like halfway sideways diagonal, like he's standing on his toe, like one side, and he's facing the back. So, the first 2 ultrasounds were like at 6 and 7 weeks. So he was like the shape of an olive. And then a month ago, I had another ultrasound and he was breech. So he was right, literally up and down. And then this one, he's like up and down sideways. And they said this is the worst way for them to get photos. And so, yeah, it was an hour-long ultrasound. It was supposed to be like 20 minutes. My ultrasound last month was an hour long. And my blood pressure was through the roof, which is not normal. So now they're going to be putting me on blood pressure medicine. They want me to go have a heart echo or whatever you call it. You're funny. There's nothing between his legs. These are his little feet. Oh, this is just like weird how I draw. Yeah. That's a girl. I'm not having a girl though. So they want me to get a heart echo for myself to make sure that my heart's okay, which it's always been okay. They're just being precautious. So I have that in the next 2 weeks. I have another OB appointment in the next 2 weeks. They want me to go get blood work done. They're going to put me on some other medications. They have me on nausea medication, prenatal vitamins, a thyroid medication, some other stuff I'm not going to disclose. And then they called, then I'm just like, oh, I'm so stressed. And because the doctor's appointment went late, I was late getting to the office. So I had to figure out how to cancel my appointment. So I was calling the office and they were busy, rightfully so. But then I had to call the interpreter and transportation and all of that. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go home because I had to cancel my appointment. I'm just going to take a nap. I'm just going to take a breather. I'm going to take a nap. But then they decide right outside our window, while I'm going to try to take this nap before I go into work, that they're going to dig up the street or the side of the street. So my dog goes crazy and all I keep hearing is beep, 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 because the Tonka truck literally is going back and forth, like digging up all the dirt and the dirt trucks that they're putting the dirt in. Beep, beep. I'm like, this is stressful too. I can't do this. And then the doctor calls me And she's like, nothing's wrong, but we are looking over the ultrasound pictures and we can't get a clear picture of baby's heart. So we need to do a fecal heart echo on baby. So that's a third doctor's appointment plus blood work that I'm going to have to fit in 2 weeks. And I was like, I can't. When am I going to go to work with all these doctor's appointments? I don't know. I honestly don't know. So then I lay back down, and then the doctor's office calls again, and they're like, well, we're ready to set up the C-section appointment. And I was like, okay, this nap is not going to happen. So I get up and I go into work and I get some stuff done. Yes. And I was just like, oh my gosh. So baby is fine. Baby is good. Baby is supposedly 1 pound, 4 ounces. According to the funny, what size is your baby? He's a fanny pack this week or last week. I have to figure out what he is this week. So everything's good there. Hi, Narita. So yeah, so that was my experience today. But I want to talk about this mud pit. And my parents are in chat, so they're going to like roll their eyes because they were there too. They came into town. My daughter had a special thing in her life on a Wednesday. And so bless my parents' heart and my grandmother, they came into town Tuesday, stayed for Wednesday. This I think was last week. And then went back home to Ohio on Thursday. Well, they got home in time, or to our house in time to go to her soccer game. So they went straight there. And I, meanwhile, was going to set up shop, meaning take all the chairs and everything. And I know I'm bad. I wasn't supposed to carry 4 chairs, but I didn't know how else I was going to get them. So I carry these chairs. Well, it just so happens I parked in the wrong parking lot. So I have to like cross the whole park. And I went the same path that everybody else was going. And I decided, because there was this huge, like, muddy section right before the field. Like, you guys love my drawings, right? So here's the soccer field. I'm parked over here. There's another parking lot right here. And this is probably a 1/4 mile I walk. Well, right here, before you get to where I was going to set up the chairs, is this big mud puddle. So I decide, well, they're not playing the game yet. I'm going to walk onto the field to get to where I want to put the chairs. Okay, you guys see that? It looked grassy. It looked fine. It was not. It was a mud pit disguised. So I have 4 large fold up like camping chairs, 2 on each arm. I'm out of breath because I'm pregnant and I just like walked 1/4 mile. I'm not used to it. And I step onto the field and literally my feet go 3 inches into the soil. It was a mud pit. Mud goes all the way up my back, like sprays all the way. Like I felt it hit my butt, all over the chairs. And I almost fall face first into the rest of the mud. And it's in front of everybody. Just like, seriously. So I'm standing in 3 inches of mud. I'm about ready to lose my flip-flops. Hey, Heidi, good to see you. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, who's going to help me? Like, nobody's going to help me. And the chairs are like falling off my shoulders. Every time I move my feet, mud like sprays up my pants. It was crazy. So I finally get out of the mud pit. And that's when I realized how much mud was all over me. And my toes were completely caked in mud. My flip-flops were completely covered in mud. When I put the chairs down, they were covered in mud. Thank goodness they were in their little baggies, so the chairs themselves weren't covered. And so I start setting up the chairs, and that's when I get a text that my parents are there, and they're on their way over. So I'm like, go this way, not the other way. I don't want you and Grandma to fall in the mud pit like I did. Yes, 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 yes. So I asked my mom to grab napkins and things like that if she had any in our car. Um, but it was crazy. No, Don, nobody did. I'm like this pregnant woman standing there, and there's people like 5, 6 feet away from me, and they're just standing there on their cell phones or talking to their kids, and I was just like, okay, all right, I guess this is like our new reality of nobody helping us. Um, I was just thankful I ended up not falling face first in it because my shoes were stuck. I literally walked out, one foot was barefoot and had to turn back around and pick up my shoe and put it back on. It was nuts. It was nuts. And then when I got home, I like went into the bathroom to wash my feet, but I couldn't reach my feet. I was sitting on the edge of the tub and I'm trying to like bring my feet up to my knees, and I'm like, oh, I forgot. I can't bend over. And by that time, it was like clay mud that doesn't want to come off. So what I ended up doing is like filling the bathtub, squirting on my feet a whole bunch of like body wash, and then like swirling my feet around like this, like a little fish, and going, please, please just get clean. Oh, I was like, oh my goodness. Yes, it was yeah. Well, yeah, and my daughter said, well, the game was good. She scored 3 points, so she got a hat trick. I mean, it was worth it. We had a good time sitting there. It was hot, which was funny. My grandmother, her great grandmother, was always cold. She's gonna be 91 in a couple days, and she wore 3 sweaters because she was going to be in the air conditioning car. You know, they drove 5 to 6 hours, our air conditioning house, and then the church was going to be air conditioning for the event. But then she's like, I completely forgot about the soccer game. It's like 85 degrees out. So she like starts taking off her first sweater, and I'm like, Grandma, you're going to go strip it. Oh, Grandpa said, hey. So well, and the funny thing is, Berta, is this is the same park when my daughter was younger that I had a colonoscopy and was taking that drink you have to take that empties you out. And I had to go to the bathroom, and she was having a school event where she was getting like the certificates and everything. And so I went to the bathroom there, and there was no toilet paper. It's like one of my most embarrassing stories. And so it was like when I got there, I was like, oh, it's the same park. I'm gonna have flashbacks. I'm pregnant. What if I have to go to the bathroom? I freak out because what if there's no toilet paper? Because imagine you clean out yourself and there's no toilet paper. So I was just like, oh my gosh. And so yeah, this park is not a good park for me to attend. It's not. It does not like me at all. At all. Yes. So beware of the secret mud pits out there. The grass was all beautiful and cut clean and had a white soccer line on top of it. I thought it was safe, and nope, nope. There was mud under there. Right, Berta? Bathroom troubles, mud problems. Yeah, I'm a mess. And yeah, Don, what a crazy day. What a crazy day. I went back home and I was like, I'm done. I'm done. Yeah, stay away from that park. Exactly. No more Pinewood Park. Yes. So now that was, well, I'm sorry, Berta. Like, who was gonna go to the park to see my daughter? So the funny thing is, when this was all happening, all the moms, like the stay-at-home moms that have the designer sunglasses and the designer like baby strollers. They're all under the shelter drinking their Starbucks, and I'm sitting there with a cooler drinking my barium or whatever it's called drink. I'm like, it's not cool. Not cool. Yes, Dawn. Yes, your hubby refs soccer and knows about the mud. Exactly. Hi, Mindy. Thanks for saying quick hello. I hope you're doing okay. Yes, Emma, I did see that. I have just been thinking about the people in Gaylord. Yes. Yes. In Michigan, we had a tornado go through. It was north of where we live. I think it's about 2 hours north. But yes, it was not a good thing. Oh, so then so that was Tuesday. Wednesday we had our event, and then Thursday my parents left, and then Friday I go to work, and I pull into the driveway, and as I'm pulling in, this guy, it's not a fire truck, but it's like a utility truck from the fire department. And I don't know if they were doing maintenance or what, but they were opening up the fire hydrants or getting the rust out or something. But I didn't know that yet. So the fire truck is pulled up in our the place where I work, and like the driveway part as you go to get to the parking spots. So I drive past him, and as I drive past him, he's unrolling the fire hose. Okay. So as he's doing that, I kept thinking, okay, Jennifer, don't run over the end of the fire hose. It's going to kill your tires. So I pull around it, and then I pull into a parking spot, and then I have to walk past the fire hose to get to the door. There's no way around it. So unbeknownst to me, he is taking the other side of the fire hose and he's attaching it to the fire hydrant. And he is not paying attention to the fact that I just drove past him and that I'm the only one in the parking lot and I'm walking towards the door. So as I'm walking to the fire hose, I'm thinking, do I walk around it? Do I step over it? Like I'm thinking in my head, right? What should I do with this hose? And I think it's probably best if I walk around it. And so I start to go about 3 feet around it. And as soon as I'm literally probably 4 feet from the end of this 8 to 10 pound end of the hose, the solid metal part. And it just like goes like rips off to the right side of me. And I look up and he had turned on the fire hydrant. And once it detracted, it almost like think of a measuring tape when you hit the button after you've had it like open for a while and you hit the button and it retracts really fast. So the fire hose retracted when he turned on the water, and then it came back and it was literally like a snake floating through the air right in front of me, and water was spewing everywhere. And it wasn't regular water, ladies and gentlemen. It was rusty, muddy water. Like, I don't know, what is it, 20, 40, 60 pounds of pressure coming out of this thing. And I have my laptop. I'm dressed professionally. I'm pregnant. I have nowhere to run, literally nowhere to run, because this thing, I don't know where it's going. And I'm like, that thing's going to hit me in the head. Like it was at eye level going like a snake. And I was like, ah, like I screamed. And the guy, he had to be like 21, 22 years old, looks super nice. He looks up and he goes, oh crap. And he literally said crap. He did not swear. And he starts taking the wrench to turn it off. And immediately it just like falls to the ground. And I was like, my heart had stopped. I'm just standing there in complete shock, waiting for this thing to hit me. And I look around me, and the only spot that the water had not hit was this like 2 to 3 foot section I was standing in. Like, oh my gosh, God protected me. And he's like, oh, ma'am, I am so sorry. And I think his supervisor was across the way on the other side of, like, towards the street where the other fire hydrant was. And he was like, what are you doing? And I was just like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh, oh, I don't need any coffee anymore. I'm awake. I'm just like, okay, first the mud pit, now the snake hose. This is not my week. Can I just call it quits and go home? Because I, it's just, yeah, it is not my week at all, at all. So I just, oh my gosh. So I texted my family and just said, you want a funny moment? I mean, it's funny because nothing bad happened, but I'm telling you, it's probably one of the scariest things that have happened this year because I kept thinking, what if it hits me in the stomach? What if it hits me in the head? Like, what if it, like, oh my goodness, my clothes. I was thinking if I looked down, I would be drenched with mud. I'm like, where am I going to get a towel? What am I going to do? I have a client in 30 minutes. So yeah, Maddie, exactly. So I'm just like, whoo, whoo, hey Tia, glad you can make it, sweetie. Yeah, so that is my fire hose of the week. It's just I needed that week to be over. I just that was last week. Oh my gosh, it feels like years ago. I Berta, Berta's rethinking being close to me at the retreat. Well, well, so far my friends are okay. Nobody's been hurt in their friendship with me. I think I help them be safe by like taking all the bad mojo onto my life so you guys can be safe. But yeah, I was just like, oh, even thinking about it now, I'm getting like flashbacks back of like how my heart stopped. I can still, his face is burned into my, like oh my gosh, I think he crapped his pants. He probably was thinking the same thing. I'm going to kill this woman. They're going to fire me. I'm going to have to pay all this stuff. Oh my goodness. I can't imagine what he was thinking, but he was so sweet. He was just like, oh, I'm so sorry, ma'am. I'm so sorry. And I was like, it looks like everything's good. I'm fine. I don't need any more coffee. All good. All good. Yeah. So that was last week. You guys know about this week. This is why I love Fridays because I'm just can breathe. I can just relax with you guys because my weeks get a little crazy. A little crazy. Yes. I wanted to tell you guys about something I'm so excited about. It has been a year in the works. People, I'm so excited, and you guys get to hear it for the first time. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of what's coming up. So July is my anniversary month for YouTube. I will be 4 years old for YouTube. Thank you, Dawn. I'm glad I'm safe too. And so I thought, what better way to celebrate than to have something special for an event? I'm going to have a special event. It's going to be my last event that I know of before the pregnancy, before the birth. So it'll be July and August. And I had my friend design this amazing custom specific just for this event. It's absolutely beautiful, one of a kind, custom that I went to somebody and they did an amazing job making the custom. It's being made right now at the factory as we speak. And I'm just so super, super excited. So, I'm just waiting to get news from the factory that they will be ready to be on the website and be ready to be shipped out. As soon as I get that news, which I'm hoping will be in the next week, I will be doing a video on the whole event. And It's going to be huge in the fact of lots of fun, lots of laughs. You don't have to get the custom. This is not about, you know, but it's absolutely gorgeous, guys. It is gorgeous. And you can do it in bite-sized pieces. I think it's going to be offered in it's either a 40 by 40, it's going to be 40 by 40, 50 by 50, 60 by 60, or it's 50 by 50, 60 by 60, 70 by 70. It's 3 sizes it'll be offered in. It'll be offered in square, round, and crystal. And what's so cool is it's kind of a comparison to the first diamond painting I ever did. So we're going to kind of talk about for the event, just the fun things and how we as people have evolved as crafters, as men and women over the last 4 years, what has been going on in our life, what we want to go on in our life, how we've grown, how we want to grow. And it's just going to be a really fun event. So I'm super excited about this event. It's also, so it'll just be like a celebration of life, a celebration of crafting. You guys can pick other crafts if you want, if you want to crochet or cross stitch. It's just a way to celebrate that we are crafters and that we're a community. So I'm so excited about what's in store. And it's been a year in the making. Whew. And I can't wait to see what happens. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. For those of you who just popped in, if you are members, I will be posting by tomorrow an updated ultrasound so you can see little man. And the best ultrasound picture we have, it's you can laugh at it with me because he was hiding all day. Hey, Miss Irene. So if you are in green in chat and you have a little circle behind your name, you are a member. And so you will be able to see that on your YouTube feed, or you'll get a notification in your email if you have your notifications on. So that'll be going too. I'm so glad you're here, Irene. I get to see you in a few weeks. How exciting is that? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So what has been going on with you guys? You guys got to hear about my crazy life. What kind of crazy fun things are you doing? Are you getting ready for the summer? Do you have summer plans? What crafts are you doing? All the fun things. All the fun things. All the fun things. I have to pick what I want to do. I might have to put a poll on YouTube for all of you to pick what I want to do next. I can't decide. When you have, I don't know. I just can't. I can't decide. So I am just hanging there, Tia. Okay. I'm not asking you to top my week, Dawn. I hope you can't top it. I don't want you to top my week in the fire hose. Hey, Crafting Journey. Good to see you. All right. So I got this a while ago. Poor Jenny. I got it back on February. Well, she sent it February 26th. But this is from Oh Snap Crafters Crafts. Mama say I'm trying to learn to knit. Oh, a lot harder, but I'm stubborn. Oh my goodness. That's okay. That's okay. I can't knit because I pull too tight. I can't do it. All right, so I get pulled in when I watch Jenny's Thursday nights and I watch Shine's Saturday nights. Sometimes I click off when they show what's in their store because I can't. But this time I was watching, and look how cute this is. This is from Etsy. our beloved Jenny, Oh Snap Crafters Cafe. And look at this. This is a dandelion cover minder. How cute is this? I had to get it. I had to get it. And so I'm super excited. I'm kind of into flowers right now. I don't know if it's just the season. And so I got this flower. And then she sends like a little goodie, which I'll probably give the espresso candy to my husband. He likes coffee. I like coffee, but not in candy. And then look, she sends like a couple little sparkles for you and a couple little stickers. Let's see, this says I love you and this says love. How cute are those? How cute. Well, Tia, you'll have to watch a little bit of the replay. Like I need to watch your replay from Wednesday because I told my mud pit and fire hose stories. Right now, oh no, Maddie has COVID, so she's catching up on her pomegranate and roses diamond painting. I know, isn't that adorable, Dawn and Rebecca? I just thought, you know, well, where did I put it? I put it back in here. Maybe? No. Oh, it's right here. See, I need to watch my own replays. But and it's metal. I'm kind of into metal cover minders. But let me see if I can put it on the white background. But look how adorable it is and so sparkly. So sparkly. Yes. I'm just kind of that's basically what I have. Yeah. So I'm working on the C's here, getting these square crystals. This is Robin Mead's artwork, and it's from Crystal Canvas. Crystal Canvas. Maddie, everyone's showing some love for you. Hoping you feel better. And I'm using a pen from Enabler's Outpost. I'm using an Everlasting single tip, and I'm using Crashly's Ribbit Stick It. Did I say that right, Crashly? As my wax that's in there. It's not really wax, it's a putty. So I got to go over and get me some on her Etsy as well. So what is your favorite thing about crafting? Like, why do you craft? What excites you and enables you to craft? Whatever craft that is. Oh, you're getting some hearts, Maddie. Look at that. Wilma Jean sends her love too. Yes, my best friend just let me know that they just experienced COVID round 2. So we're supposed to meet next weekend. She's been doing some things for the retreat for me. So we're meeting next weekend and I'll pick that up. And then in June, we always go strawberry picking. So we're excited about that. Berta says, oh geez, I literally lined up a whole tray of drills. Just placed 2 drills. Ah! Don says the relaxation factor. Wilma Jean says crafting is the key to my sanity. Wilma Jean, we need a t-shirt. Okay. I'm going to put that up there. Like that's an awesome t-shirt. Crafting is the key to my sanity. Woo! Love that. Mama says, I craft to calm the anxiety. Yes, exactly. Hey, Rosalind, good to see you. Welcome. We're just chilling out, TGIFing. Do you guys remember, I forget the little jingle, but TGIF on Fridays, was it ABC? I don't think it was NBC, but it had like Boy Meets World, Family Matters, Step by Step. It had like 4, what was it? 8, 8:30, 9, 9:30. And then I think it was ABC because when it was done, I'd always watch 2020 at 10 o'clock with Barbara Walters and Hugh Down. Say how old I am right now. So yeah, I watched Family Matters, and then it was Boy Meets World, and then Step by Step, and then they had a hard time filling that 9:30 spot. Thank you, Wilma Jean and Heidi. ABC. Yes. And then every now and then I'd watch the Miss America or Miss USA pageants. And I remember watching it in the basement because my parents had like this little family room set up, and we had a TV down there, and the TV we had down there at that time was the one like without a remote. You had to actually turn the dial. So you turn the top dial to a number, and then you would turn the bottom dial to a number. And my sister would sit and watch like Family Matters and things with me, but then she would have to go to bed and I would watch 2020 because I was older. So, and I remember behind the TV, I don't know if you're still in chat, Dad, but you had this was when the TV was in the back corner. You had the big red punching bag. And so sometimes we'd like punch the punching bag and things like that. Let's see, Cindy Lee. I've been diamond painting, trying to keep my anxiety calm, but it's hard because week 2. Oh, you lost your fur baby. I remember that, Cindy Lee. I'm so sorry. Oh, I tell you, losing fur babies is hard. Hard, hard, hard. Sometimes my fur baby, I'm like, but we love her. We love her dearly. Love her dearly. But yeah, that's like Thursdays we'd watch Bill Cosby. Fridays it was TGIF. And then 2020. Yes, I remember the little white and black TV. I remember that one. That TV just would not die, which is great. They don't make things like they used to. Just would not die. So yeah, those were the days. Those were the days. And then that area where we used to watch TV ended up turning into my bedroom down the road. Dad did a great job of putting some walls and a door up. So I didn't have to share a room anymore. We could have our own space. The only thing about the basement, it was a good place to be. However, you had to think about how hard you really wanted to go to the bathroom, because the home I grew up in had one bathroom and it was on the second floor. So it's really cool because there were 2 bedrooms on the first floor. Heidi says we were forced to watch Miss America every year because Dad had named me after a contestant. Oh no, Heidi. That's horrible. I'm so sorry. So the second floor had the bathroom, my sister and my room, and my parents' room. It was we had really decent sized rooms. And then the main floor had like the living space, and then the basement was pretty decent as well. But when my parents put my room in the basement, you really had to think about how bad did you have to go to the bathroom when it was like 1 o'clock in the morning, because you had to go from my room through like a makeshift family space where the computer was, a TV was, where my sister and I kind of hung out and did our homework. Then you had to go up the stairs, through the kitchen, through the dining room, through the living room, and then up the stairs again to go to the bathroom. And every now and then, because, everyone has to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, I would make that trek and I would wait too long. I would be like, I'm about to wet my pants. So I'd get all the way up there and I'd look and somebody else was in the bathroom. And so I'd be like, And so then I'd sit there and it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I wouldn't want to scare the person because I'm sitting on the stairs waiting to get into the bathroom. And, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and it's dark. Most of the time we just kept the little nightlight on in the bathroom. And so I'd be like, I'm out here. Not to hurry them, but I didn't want them to like open the door and be like, ah, and fall down the stairs. Oh, those were the days. So fun. Yeah. So now, I feel for my daughter. She used to have her room right outside. Like the bathroom was right outside her room, and now she's upstairs. But that's only one floor. I had to do 2 growing up. So I feel like she can handle it. She's okay. Are there any events that you guys are doing? I know Rebecca and Mickey are doing like a mystery event right now. I don't know what events are out there. I've kind of been out of the loop getting ready for the retreat and trying to get through this pregnancy. Didn't know if there's any fun events out there you guys are enjoying. I try to get into Lizzie World of Gems every now and then, but she moved her live. Used to be at around noon, and so I could take a lunch break and be in it for a couple minutes, but then she moved it later, so I tend to miss hers. Crashly's back on the scene with her lives. Go check her out. I have to check out Tia's lives are too late for me now with the pregnancy, so I always have to do the hashtag replay for her. I do get into Rebecca's. Usually it's when I'm making lunch, so I'm like lurking and working. Amelia, the run free DP along. Okay, so I know Mindy and Jenny are doing that. What is it? Like, is it pick whatever you want to do? Is it I'm so, like I said, I'm so out of it. Even though they're my good friends, I basically come home from work and lay down in bed. Like, I'm not asleep. My family can come talk to me. My dog gets up in bed, all that kind of stuff. But I'm just crafting journey. We've opened our event to include anyone doing a mystery painting. Yes, so fun. Irene is working on the Baldy Bonanza 22. So I know that Sherry Baldy, but for a quick second, I thought it had to do with like bald men. Oh, I was just like, oh my gosh. For a quick second, I'm like, Irene's working on a bald man. Oh my goodness. Amelia says last month it was creatures that fly. This month it's animals that walk the earth. Okay. Bird is doing it all. She's doing the run free DP along, DP seeing the world differently, Star Wars and Space Diamonds, and Phoenix Fantasy. Wow, Berta, you are going there. You're doing great. Are they all different paintings, or did you find one that matches all 4 of those? Yes, Irene. Sherry Baldy. That makes sense. But for a quick second, my brain does not. Oh, my goodness. Rosalind's doing the Star Wars and Space Diamonds, hosted by Bella Art de Nicole and Emeralds and Fairy Lights. Berta's working on Galaxy Wild Kitten Cubs by Sheena Pike. Yeah, Satsi in July. There's a oh my gosh. I know what the name is. I'm so sorry. I have pregnancy fog. I know who JBG is. I'm so sorry. Good night, Dawn. Sleep well. Oh, good job, Berta. You found one that matches all of them. Emma's working on Animals on Land. Angela's working on 2 paintings and 3 events. Star Wars, Phoenix, and Mystery. Wow, good job. Yeah, that's what I try. When I set up events, I try to make it so that if you guys are involved in any other event, for the most part, we can make it work for our event, because the only reason I do events is it's just fun to be with people, I don't want people to feel like it has to be so specific that they're stressed out. Because like you said, Jasmine Beckett Griffith, thank you, Satya, for rescuing me. Fantastic. The whole fact you guys just said, the reason we craft is to avoid the anxiety. So why not have fun with all the events, be able to enter for prizes, but yet not have to do 10 different paintings. The most I've ever had going on at once is 4. And that's kind of pushing it, meaning the 4th one I was just finishing up, and then I started another one, or the 4th one I was bored with, so it just sat on a shelf. So was I really doing it? No, but it was still a work in progress. But the most I've ever been actively working on is 3, and that's too much. Normally I'm doing 2 at a time. I usually have 1 round and 1 square, so that if I'm not feeling a square, I can always do a round. But then I tend to fall in love with one of them, get it finished, and then finish the second one, and then pick another one, right? So I don't technically go back and forth like I think I do. It's just all in my mind. Just all in my mind. Oh my goodness, guys, my daughter's going to be a high schooler. She's graduating or having some sort of awards celebration ceremony, whatever we call it nowadays, from 8th grade. Now she's going to be a high schooler. I'm going to have a infant and I'm going to have a high schooler. She's starting driver's training this summer. June is Craftably. Okay, so I will see if I can pull a Craftably out. I've got a couple of them I can do. Hi, Vivian. So good to see you. Happy Friday. I'm glad you could make it for a few minutes. Hope you're having a good weekend so far. Just started. Yesterday I was confused. My son is in high school. Oh, Roslyn. Okay, so I don't feel so alone. Oh, how's it feel with this first year done almost? Satya says she does one at a time. If she doesn't finish her event, she tries that. Well, good. I'm glad. I'm glad you can just relax. I think I'm going to do something while I'm like when little man is born. I'm probably going to do something like just finish, like, do a finish up event, because that way I don't have to, like, if baby cries and I don't get something done, different things like that, because I still want to craft. It is going to be hard because I'm having a cesarean. And so there's probably going to be about 3 weeks that I won't be able to diamond paint, because sitting at a desk will be extremely painful, if I remember how Lydia was. But the thing with my daughter is I was in labor for 2 days, solid labor for 2 days, then had the cesarean. And so many of my friends said my body was already wiped out. And then to have a surgery like that on top of it, coming back from that was more difficult, where starting with the surgery might not be as bad. Katrina said, I'm doing the Running Free and Seeing the World Differently events. Awesome. Vivian says, work has been very busy. Couldn't wait to finish. Exactly. Rosalind said he feels great. He'll be going into 10th grade in September. He's in 9th grade right now. Yeah, he'll no longer be that freshman, that awkward first year. Yeah, so I remember with the C-section with my daughter, it was about 4 weeks before I felt halfway normal. C-section, not as difficult. Okay, well, that's good. I'm glad. Well, and what will be helpful is, my mom will be here to help Tim and Lydia. Lydia's older, so what happened with her is we moved this recliner my grandmother had bought me in college. We moved it into our bedroom, and it fit literally right next to my bed. It was before anyone thought to create those beds that go right next to the bed so the mom doesn't have to get out of bed. So I would lay in the recliner. He would go get Lydia, and she was in our room too, but he would get her, bring her to me so I didn't have to get up and get down. And then I would feed her, and then he would take her back. He usually would burp her for me. And then we would lay her back down, or he'd cuddle, snuggle, play, that kind of stuff. Um, so that's kind of how I lived. And I had this thing where I was like, I'm going to watch, like, this was back when streaming just started. I think we had Netflix. I was like, I'm going to watch every Law and Order SVU straight through because I love that show. But I was so hormonal that after the first season, I just like kept crying. And I was just like, okay, I can't watch this show. Oh my goodness. And so I ended up, yeah, that went out the window. And I also kept falling asleep. I was so exhausted. And I didn't make enough milk, so she was always crying because she was hungry. So we switched to formula. And the minute we switched to formula, within a couple days, she was like the perfect baby. She's like, I'm happy. I no longer have an upset stomach. And she was great. So, well, all you guys, if you want me to like connect you with Lydia, we could like set up an arranged marriage. All your sons are like in high school right now. So she's probably gonna look at me like, Mom, seriously. Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Well, I think I've added enough excitement to this week for you guys. But I hope you check out upcoming. I'll have a poll on what should we do next. For the next, it's mostly the rest of May and June because we're going to have that secret event in July and August. Yeah, so I'm really, really excited. Thank you for coming in. For those who are hashtag replaying, love you all. Thank you for spending a couple minutes with me. I know it's been a busy week for many people, but I hope that you have a fantastic weekend. Know that you're loved and supported. And I promise I will be getting prizes out for the DP Beautiful 22 as soon as possible. So until next time, be blessed. Take care. Bye-bye.